Welcome, friends, to my thoughts on Creed's Royal English Leather. You know, for a while, I'm going to be reviewing all of the Creed scents that I have available to me in my collection. I've been wanting to review all of these Creed scents for many years, and I think the only way I'm going to do it is if I just set a goal for myself to just get through it and get her done. So today is Creed's Royal English Leather. With a name like that, I was super excited, of course, and the story behind this one is it was the first Creed fragrance ever created back in 1781. If that's true or not, I have no idea. And it was created because of King George III. I guess Creed used to make gloves, and they would scent these gloves for the king's court to wear to battle like poor hygiene, you know, bad body odor, bad smell. And the king absolutely loved the way these gloves smelled, so he commissioned Creed to make a scent that smelled like these leather gloves. And my thoughts on this one are, you know, what did they do back in the days, you know, back in olden times, Western days, even older than that. A lot of the fragrances that were used to cover men's body odor were flowers, florals. So there is a definite white floral thing going on in here, but there is also that animalic character, the leather in here. The ambergris in here is very much on the animalic side of the tracks, raw. So you have an undertone of that leather glove, but that's not the dominating force. And you have the ambergris in here that's used more in its animalic nature, bringing in a musky, sweaty, skin-like tone mixed with that leather. But overall, you know, to make that smell better, to me it seems like, you know, they used a white floral arrangement to try and pretty things up. Give it this powdery, soapy, animalic type of feel. That's what this fragrance has. But it also has this balsamic creaminess to it as well, because in the base there is sandalwood, but I think there's much more than that in this scent as well. I think there's this vanillic amber tone going on with that sandalwood, and also some spiciness as this one dries down. Because as this one dries down in the first, I would say it loses a lot of that animalic force within 3 hours. And then after that, it becomes a lackluster kind of creamy, vanillic, sandalwood, spicy type of scent. And for me, not a very good one at that. And that's how it remains on my skin for the next 3-4 hours. And not terribly great longevity either. I mean, it does okay, 6 to 8 hours. And I would say after the 2 to 3 hour mark, it goes below average for me as far as projection. So a scent like this with heavy hitter notes like that, Royal English Leather and ambergris and leather and white florals, you'd think this thing would be a powerhouse. Maybe it's just the formulation that I got, but this was picked up from a trusted friend in the community as being some vintage juice, so I don't know. And when I had Amanda smell this just 10 minutes ago upstairs, she looks at me and she goes, "You like that? That smells girly." And so did my daughter. She thought it smelled girly as well, which other reviewers out there, or other reviews out there that I've read, have said the same thing, and I can see that. This seems like a vintage woman's perfume. But I think maybe that's how it was back in the day, you know, when men tried to cover up their sweaty body odor with florals. Maybe this is how it smelled. Maybe it was good at one time, but you know, times change. And for me, this is definitely not a modern scent. It's nothing that I would go on the hunt for again. I mean, the experience was fun, of course. The ride is always fun. Always enjoy checking out a new scent, especially from the House of Creed and something like this, you know. Fun ride for sure, but in the end, I was let down. Not my favorite animalic leather scent out there. The dry down is just this lackluster sandalwood type of scent. Not very powerful, not very creamy, not very woody. Just kind of light and airy, and I don't know, just kind of meh. But if you have checked out Royal English Leather by Creed, this one gets some killer reviews out there, man. A lot of people love their old school juice, I know. So I'm sorry to let you down. Is what it is. But if you have checked this one out, please share with me your thoughts down below. And as always, thanks a million for tuning in. Take care, and I'll see you soon.